Hi everyone, my name is Courtney. I'm the founder and head editor of Awkward Skate Magazine. Today we're going to be talking to Dreambig Skate about just like how they got started, what it's like being a black owned skate brand, all that cool stuff. I see some people hopping in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, so we're gonna let Vontez in. Let's get it popping, get it cracking. What's
What
up?
up?
How
What's
are you?
good? I'm good. I'm doing good. I'm a little nervous, but I'm all right. How are you?
Oh, it's okay. Me too. Me too. Um,
For sure, yeah.
but thank you so much for taking the time to like wanting to do this and
Of
talk
course.
about your brand.
Anytime.
I'm so excited. Yeah, it's such an honor to like have this conversation right now. So.
Yeah, likewise. I'm stoked. I'm like, dang, you guys want to interview me, have a Q&A with me? That's amazing. I love that.
Oh, that's so heartwarming. Okay. So first question, how did Dream Big come about?
Okay, so like me and my friend Jahan, we're sitting in we're at his dad's old house. I remember exactly where it is in South Minneapolis. I drive past it all the time. And like we were just watching skate videos and like I don't know, he just brought it up. He was like, we could do this. He was like, we could do something like this. And I was like, do what? Just start. He was like, start a board company. Why not? They did it, so why not try? Try to become something like more. I don't know, something like that. And it just went from there. And like we started immediately like drawing up ideas, like logos and like pieces of like clothing we wanted to do and like board graphics and stuff like that. And we just went from there and it was like 0 to 100 like nonstop. And then after that day, it just became what you see now. Like it came into fruition. Like we manifested it and like spoke it into existence.
That's so dope. That's so awesome that it was just like two friends being like, "Hey, let's do it," and you guys like did it. And
Yeah.
Dream Big has been around for 5 years now.
Yeah, since 2015, April of 2015. And yeah, you said it's your birthday. That's super sick. Like I remember that day like it was yesterday, honestly. Like just starting it and feeling so excited to do something. Like like my whole life I never wanted to work like a 9 to 5 job working for somebody else. Like I just wanted to do my own thing and I love skateboarding, so I was like, let me start a board company so that I could do what I love every day. That sort of thing.
Oh, that's so dope. So like, walk me through those like early stages of like planning it. Did it start out like on paper, like
Hmm.
drawing it out, or like, yeah, like how did
Yeah,
that
yeah.
start?
Okay, so like early stages, we had no idea what we were doing. Like we just grabbed a whole bunch of notebooks and stuff and just started drawing ideas. Like I don't know, we were young, like really young. I was 15 at the time, so I was in high school. I was a sophomore. All we did was just like started on paper, like did a whole bunch of research, and just like took a whole bunch of notes, asked around like people that we knew locally, like how did you guys do this? Like local shops, like where do you guys get your boards from? That sort of thing. And we just went from there. And I don't know. It's been a really interesting journey, but like I honestly wouldn't have it any other way because like everything that's has happened for a reason. So it's all good. I love it.
Yeah, I could see like the whole team when I was looking on the site is so passionate about what everyone does, and you could just
Hmm.
feel like it's such a community and like family
Yeah,
oriented.
it
Yeah,
definitely,
so
yeah. The whole team, we're like one big family. Like every time we get together and skate and like film and stuff, we're just all like all love and just like it's we just have fun together. So that's what it's all about, really, for
uh,
us.
so what are your thoughts on the representation of Black men in skating? And do you think we have a long way to go, or do you think we're like on the path to becoming represented? Uh,
Hmm.
yes.
Well, black people in skating has definitely like evolved over the years because when I was growing up as a kid, like I used to get made fun of a lot by family and friends because like they thought skateboarding was like a white boy thing.
Right.
And I had to always explain to them like, no, everybody skateboards, every race skates, like it transcends like race. So that was always like really big for me. Like, and I think black people in skating has like it's moved forward in a positive way because in back in the day there was a lot of like racially motivated graphics for black pro skateboarders, and I would see that and be like, oh wow, that's, I don't know if this brand knows what they're doing isn't really cool, like that sort of thing. And I think that the graphics for one have like evolved in a positive way for black pros. Like it it's come so far, and I love to see that. And like a lot of like with the Black Lives Matter movement, a lot of brands are like yeah, we see you guys, you guys matter to us, and that's really important to me. And that's why I wanted to do like the push for justice. Like that's why I wanted to do that, because I saw like other cities doing something similar,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, okay, Minneapolis needs to do something like this because this is where I live, this is where I'm from, and we need to do something that's like this, because that was so dope. And like all the energy of that day, I don't know, it's still surreal to me because like I'm still soaking in that day. Like that happened months ago, but it's like it happened yesterday. It's sick.
But no, it's because you did something really great. Yeah, when I saw the video, I was just amazed at like the turnout and the response and like how many people were there.
Yeah,
Um,
that unbelievable, really.
so how did you feel after the George Floyd protests? Considering it was right in your city, basically
Hmm.
right in your home.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that question, and then how did you turn that into a kind of healthier? How did you take that anger or sadness and translate it into a healthier outlet with the like push for justice? So like
Hmm.
walk me through that initial feeling of like, oh man, like this is happening, and then to the push for justice.
Yeah, so like um people I know personally like had relationships or like had worked with George Floyd, and when they were like, because I hadn't known about it until like somebody came to me and told me about it, and like I had realized what happened, and then I saw everything on social media and all that stuff. And like once I was devastated. I was, for one, I was like blown away, like shocked, like no, like this sort of thing needs to stop happening. And like for it to happen where like I'm from, and like knowing that I've been harassed by the police like on numerous occasions, like I was just like out of this world. I don't even know how to really explain the feelings I had because it was so deep, and like I was in a lot of pain from what had happened. And then I don't know, I needed to turn that into something that could benefit where I'm from, like my community. Like I needed to turn those emotions into something to let people know that like Black lives matter, and like black skateboarders matter, and like this needs to stop. This needs to stop happening. And
Mm-hmm.
on that day, like setting it all up and like talking to everybody, because like once I found out that happened, I immediately started hitting up people like, hey, we need to do this, we need to do this, we need to do a push for justice here in Minneapolis. And like everybody was so down and so stoked to do it because it's like it's very important. So I just I long story short, I needed to turn those emotions into something that could benefit like something that could be positive and benefit everybody around me that I, like to see skateboard, like growing up, like all the shops that contributed, like growing up going to those skate shops, knowing that they see us black people and know that we matter, like that was super dope.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's really important to have um, that feeling of like you do matter, which I can totally relate to. I grew up in like suburban Maryland.
Hmm.
Didn't really see a lot of black people skating. Didn't really start seeing black people skating until I moved here into LA.
Oh,
Um,
dang.
yeah, so that's like so crucial because I was like, I didn't even think black skaters like existed, especially like black women skaters. I was like,
Yeah.
it's like not something that we do. um, so until I got here and I was just like, oh wow, there's like all these like collectives and
Hmm.
people who share the same values and views on skating. So that's like really important. So
That's super dope. Honestly, like finding your community is very important. Like finding people that you can relate to and that you feel comfortable around, especially if they do something that you do, like that's like skating, that's especially important. And honestly, I feel for you when you said like suburban Maryland. I grew up in suburban Blaine, like Blaine, Minnesota. There's like no black skaters. Everybody like when I remember one of my first days like actually moving into the house, I was walking my dog across the street, and like this car full of like Caucasian teenagers pulls up and like yells like some completely obscene racist stuff at me, and I'm 11 years old. I just started sixth grade, and I'm like freaking out, and like okay, like I was just like okay, yeah, that set like the bar here like really low, and it was scary, but I found my community in Blaine and started skating and with them, and that helped me like oh, like race, like they don't care. These guys don't care about if I'm black. They just care that I'm a skateboarder, and that's super sick. So
right, yeah, and I feel like there's kind of a divide of like skaters who don't really care about race, and then
mhm.
like skaters who care about like race and like go out of their way to isolate like the black skaters or the skaters of
Yep,
color. So it's like
no
it's kind
doubt.
of hard to find that medium of like where do I belong because you don't know like off the bat if you're going to be accepted or not.
Yeah, no doubt. I completely get that too, because like there was a lot of redneck, like conservative, racist skaters in that neighborhood too, and they always shunned me, but I didn't care because I had my group of friends over here, and they were over there. So I was like, yeah, stay over there, where at a distance, keep your distance from me, that type of thing. Because like growing up, my family was always like, be proud of who you are, be proud that you're black, because that
Right.
means something. Like we're kings and queens, and I wasn't standing for none of that. So
I love that though. I love that your like family instilled that in you, that confidence of being like embrace who you are.
yeah,
Um, yeah, that's really important to do early on.
for sure.
Okay, so what are some recent milestones that you've hit? What are like some big things you've got going on? Just tell me everything.
Okay,
Like
okay,
merch, decks, like what do you
yeah.
have going on?
All right, so like well, boards coming, more boards are coming. COVID has really slowed production down, but I can say that more boards are definitely coming soon. Um, I've got I got collaborations planned out like for like next year, and those are gonna be sick too. So like be on the lookout for those. Um, New graphics, obviously, new board graphics, stuff like that, and just like getting my boards, like a milestone for me is like getting Dreambig boards and shops that I grew up going to, and like just like hanging out there and like feeling super comfortable, like oh, this is the place I need to be. I'm a skater, like this is it, like, and having my boards in those shops now is like unbelievable. Like I'm super stoked on that, and like I have relationships with all the owners, and like it's just super amazing. I love that. I love that so much.
Oh man, that's so cool. I would love to like come and like see one of your boards in like a local shop. That'd be so cool.
Yes, yes. We're gonna get boards in shops all over LA, all over America, all over the world. I'm manifesting that into existence all over the world. Dream big,
That's
worldwide.
okay. So what's next for you? I mean, you kind of like touched on it. But yeah.
Um We've been working on a video for a while, a promo video. Like, it's not gonna be a full length video, obviously, but it's gonna be it's gonna be like sick. It's gonna be long enough not to get people bored. You know, I've noticed like people's attention spans aren't what they used to be, so like it's gonna be long enough to keep people stoked and short enough to keep people entertained. Like, so we've been working on that for a while. That should be out soon. Um, uh, like I said, new board graphics. Like, mm, I'm stoked on the collaborations, all that stuff. Uh, but like, yeah, we've just been hammering on this video. It's been pretty like interesting working on it, like pretty sick. Like that's what I do in my spare time. Like I film for Dreambig for my brand, and like I edit too. So we've been hammering this out, and yeah, it's gonna be sick. We're gonna have premieres and stuff like that. So we're gonna invite people, and it should be a pretty dope time. Food trucks, like free food and drinks and stuff like that. So yeah, it's gonna be sick.
That's
I'm stoked.
awesome.
Definitely.
I'm so excited for you. Like all
Thank
that
you.
you
Thank you.
said got me so hyped.
Thank you. That means a lot. That means a lot. It warms my heart to know that people are stoked on what I'm doing and like are excited for me and like because I want to see everybody win. Everybody that I am friends with, am homies with. I want to see everybody win, and I hope that they want that for me too. So that's stupid. That's stoked. I get super hyped when like people want that from me. Like it's reciprocated. So
Yeah. Oh man,
so
this
thank
is
you.
such an awesome conversation. I love talking to you, love meeting you, seeing you face to face. I know it's been like
Same here.
a couple
No
weeks
doubt.
of like back and forth.
Yeah, for sure. I was like, when I first got the message, I was like, oh, sick. Like, yeah, awkward skate mag hit me up. That's super tight. I looked on your Instagram and I was like, yeah, this is dope. I definitely want to get something cracking with them, like for sure. This needs to happen. So, thank you for hitting
Yeah.
me up.
Also, shout out to Annie. I don't know if Annie is still in here.
I just
Annie
saw her
like
comment. Yeah,
made
I just
that
saw her.
connection for us. So shout out to you,
Yes,
Annie.
yes. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Super sick.
Yeah.
She came in clutch. She
I
came
know
in
she
clutch.
really did.
She saw the connection before either of us did, so she was like, "Yeah, for sure, this needs to happen."
Oh, she's
So
in
thank
here.
you.
Okay, she says, hey. Hey.
What's up?
All right. Well, I hope you have like a great rest of your day. We gotta like keep in
You
touch. You
too.
gotta keep me like locked into what you're going, like where
I
you're
will for
going, where
sure.
you're headed. But yeah,
For
I'm
sure, yeah,
excited
I will.
for you.
Thank you, thank you. I'm excited for what you guys got going on over there too. It's super sick to see it. Like I love to see it. It's so tight.
Oh, thank you so much.
No
All right,
problem.
cool. This was so fun.
Yes, it was a delight. I thank you for having me.
All right, bye.
Peace out.